aby přivítal rozhodčí dnešního zápasu. Let me welcome games referees. Zápas dnes bude řídit Radek Koskuba a Radek Šulo, oba z České republiky. This game will be conducted by Radek Koskuba and Radek Šulo. Both referees are from Czech Republic. Prosím, přivítejte tým Velké Británie. Please welcome Team Great Britain.
And good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Pardubice in the Czech Republic. The 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. We have a game for you this morning in Group B3 in the men's competition. Game between Great Britain and the Cayman Islands. This is the final round robin game for both of these teams in B3. They both dropped their earlier games to Haiti and France. Haiti and France will move on to play against the fifth place teams in the A pool, a chance to move on and compete for a medal in the A pool. Cayman Islands, Great Britain, regardless of the outcome of this game, will remain in the B pool and play for medals within the B pool along with Armenia, Hong Kong, Bermuda, and Lebanon. So frankly, to be honest with you, not a particularly meaningful game in terms of positioning for these two teams, but it is possible they could meet later in medal competition in the B pool. So one would like to get an edge on the other right now. And of course, you always talk about once you hit the floor, as Herm Edwards, the coach of National Football League, New York Jets, former coach, famously once said, "You play the game to win." One of my favorite sports quotes. It's so simple, it's so true. Once you step out there, you do what you can to win. It's the only reason you show up. So regardless of whether or not this has meaning in the standings or the overall finish of these teams, once you get out there, you play it to win. Great Britain in the dark blue uniforms, Cayman Islands. Let's switch that around. Cayman Islands in the dark blue. Great Britain in the predominantly white jerseys with the red and blue trim. Great Britain control at first, back at their own blue line. That was tipped in by Zach Brown. Beaumondal around the boards, up ahead to Pashier. They'll bring it back into their own end. They'll try the left side, up at the red line, tipped ahead neatly by Kyle Floyd. Great Britain will clear it out. Ball goes into the Great Britain bench. And we'll get our first face-off just 32 seconds in. 6 more games on our webcast schedule today. I want to thank Steve Power for jumping in last night, filling in for the final 2 games. Steve will do the occasional game over the next few days as we get near the playoff rounds. Day 6 of 10 here today. Where does the time go? Seems like just yesterday we were here watching the opening ceremonies. Saturday will be the gold medal games. That's tipped away in a race to it. Cashier couldn't get a shot, so he raced down that right side, and Great Britain will bring it back in. Vlad Porupski to the front of the goal, turned away. Mike Bowden for the Cayman Islands. Through the middle, the pass was intended for Chris Yermanian. Go all the way down the floor. Christoph up to the blue line, no further. Kept in by the Cayman Islands. There's the first scoring chance of the game. Chris Yermanian. The ball came off the boards to him. Found himself there in the middle of the face-off circle. Got away a pretty good shot. Save was made by Brian Marchetti. Marchetti, who has been sensational at times for Great Britain. We have seen some great goaltending performances here at these World Championships this week from a number of goalies. Sent back into the corner by the Cayman Islands. Joe Cook there for Great Britain, moved it up along the boards, got it to Cole. Cole to center, not beyond, kept in. No, they're saying it came out, but Cayman Islands will bring it in onside anyway. Great individual effort, scores! Eric Armstrong took it at the blue line and made a great move, split the Great Britain defense and went high on Marchetti. There he is, pulling it inside. Quick hands up top. Beautiful move by Armstrong. Brad Armstrong opens the scoring for the Cayman Islands. They lead it 1-0. Eric Armstrong, say. Babin will clear it in. Backhand by Floyd. That's stopped by Marchetti. Babin has it again, down into the corner. Cashier round in behind. Babin mishandled it, but Floyd has got it. They get it to the side of the goal. Marchetti will hold it there. We'll get a face-off. 3:04 gone in the first period. See again, Mark Babin breaking in. Didn't get a lot on that backhand. Two referees today, both from the Czech Republic. Taken at the blue line by a Laird of Cayman Islands. McDonald with a shot, Marchetti with a big save. Cayman Islands coming up with a bit of jump here in the first period, and all the play down to our left so far. Great Britain player goes down. McDonald with the pass over, tipped in. Marchetti with the save. Marchetti got a piece of that somehow. Elliott got away a good shot. Marchetti with the left hand just tipped it wide. Right now, Great Britain really needs to tighten up their defense. The Cayman Islands having their way with them and getting a lot of clean shots in on Brian Marchetti in goal for Great Britain. Cayman Islands now 3 or 4 times able to spring a player free with just that one quick pass. Jacob Gaunt working behind the goal for Great Britain. Ball is still back there, comes loose. Cayman Islands come up with it. Picked off at the blue line. Perubsky, Lad Perubsky. Pass back, Caleb Mort. Blue line, shot comes in. There's Great Britain's first shot on goal. Stick of Joe Cole out at center, kicked away. A goalie for the Cayman Islands. And that is Robert Slipchenko. Here's Johnny Tulip. Been with this Great Britain national team for a number of years now. That's Tulip playing it up ahead. Kept in, shot. Great save by Marchetti. Windsor with the opportunity. As Great Britain turn it over in their own end. Weak clearing attempt. Well, quickly across to Windsor. There you see Marchetti doing the splits and getting the right pad down. They'll redo that face-off. Nelson will face off against Scott Wright. Nelson won the face-off. Bashir played it in. Windsor, cross. Another opportunity for the Cayman Islands. Jason Keating's shot went off a Great Britain stick. Penalty coming up. Will be to Great Britain. Shot comes in. Marchetti kicks that to the side. Cayman Islands have got the extra attacker on now for this delayed penalty. They've got 6 players out there. Forced out over center. So Cayman Islands will have to regain the offensive zone. They do get it back out towards center. And along the boards. Cayman Islands still with it. Finally touched up by Great Britain. The Cayman Islands will go on the power play. 5:52 gone first period. Heading off is the veteran, Carl Graham. Dennis Bashir. Germanian to face off against Ellard. Ellard won the face off. But the Cayman Islands control it. Back at the blue line, Eric Armstrong. That's the goal scorer.
Penalty for player number 81, Carl Graham from Team Great Britain. 2 minutes for holding.
Over to the other side. Shot, glove save made by Marchetti. See, Armstrong kept moving to his left to try and set up a little more room over there on the right side. For Scott Elliott. He takes the one-timer, and Marchetti flashes the leather, makes the save. Bashir. Elliott's in the high slot. Doesn't get it. Now he's in front. Ball comes to Ellard. Right through the crease. Great Britain get to it. And cleared down the floor by Reese Bull. Great Britain will change their penalty killers. 1 minute left to go in the power play. Armstrong stops before he gets to center. Pass up at the blue line. Breaking in as Elliott almost broke through. He steals it back. Shot. Marchetti with the save. Now Cayman Islands will set up in around behind the goal. To the side. That just missed Pashier. Went between his feet. Ademic tried to clear it for Great Britain. The ball goes out of play. It'll stay in the Great Britain end of the floor. 28 seconds left to go in the power play. This Yermanian will head off from Cayman Islands. Both teams making changes. The Cayman Islands have all an entirely new power play unit coming on, including the captain there, 89, old Commandant. From the face-off, it's cleared down the floor. Just 20 seconds to go, and there's a miscommunication between Slipchenko and his defenseman. Great Britain had a chance to move it, turn it over at center. Long shot from outside. It's off the leg over to the right side, back out at center. Celine. Yaxley. Comes back to Yaxley here at the left point. Celine. Shot into the corner. Plomondon. Penalties now over. We're back to 5 aside. That is tipped up and over the goal. Face-off will come outside the blue line. See the deflection in front of Marchetti. Cayman Islands will dump it into the corner to chase. In there first, Nelson. Nelson falls down. Working against him, Carl Graham. Nelson gets it out in front. Ball hit Graham. Goes to the boards. Picked up there by Zach Brown. It has been all Cayman Islands here through the first almost 9 minutes now of this first period. Chrissy Morrison down into the corner. Back at the point. Tulip with the shot. Over the top of the goal. Morrison knocks it down. Morrison. Saw this yesterday. Great Britain spent most of the first period in their own end. Only trailed 1-0. And Morrison on an individual effort scored. Tulip shot didn't get through. The ball's right in town. Here they score and tie it up. The first time that they had any ball possession down in the Cayman Islands end, and they make good on it. Zach Brown from the high slot beats Slipchenko. And we're tied. Good patience by Brown. Ball comes to him. Cayman Island player slides out to block the shot. Brown holds it. Moves a little bit to his right to get a better shooting angle and goes top shelf. Where they keep the good scotch. Beats Slipchenko.
Čas 9:15. Gól týmu Velké Británie hráč s číslem 41 Zach Brown, asistoval hráč s číslem 48 Johnny Philip. Stav utkání.
Cayman Islands able to get it in over the blue line. Now they'll go into forecheck. Hayden Johnson back first for Great Britain.
Brown, assisted by number 48 Johnny Philip, and scored 1-1.
There's an individual effort from Vlad Perupsky. Blocker save made by Slipchenko. Slipchenko, a left-handed goalkeeper. There's the Trapper on the right hand. Allard up at center. Stolen by Great Britain, played back in. Perubsky. Turning in the corner, along the boards, throws it right on goal. Slipchenko made the save. Laid out in front by Caleb Mort and picked off by the Cayman Islands. He'll clear it in. Marchetti will leave it there for Jacob Gaunt. Cayman Islands, more pressure again. They get the ball down deep in Great Britain territory. Comes back at the blue line. Shot from Yaxley. Bounces around, cleared. Not out by Great Britain, right back in again. Couple of shots blocked by Cole. Couldn't find the bouncing ball. Comes loose. Great Britain come away with it. They tried to give it back to Cole, but he was headed to the players' bench. Blocking a couple of shots, cutting inside. Yermanian and doing a great job to get back to knock it off his stick was Miroslav Ademic. Chance out front. Great save by Marchetti as he knocked the ball off the stick of the Cayman Island player. Yaxley to the high slot. Yermanian shot. One off a leg into the corner. Balmondon. He's working his way off the boards. Back at center. A long shot from Armstrong. Drifts over to the top of the goal. Stolen away by Great Britain. They'll come out 2-on-2. Pass up through the middle. Tried to get it to Scott Wright. Couldn't quite catch up with it. That shot Gaunt well off the mark. Ellard on the far side. Back at center. Carl Graham. Down into the corner. Yermanian is there. Wright is on him right away. Grant Marley, he has it stolen. Carl Graham in front. Actually, that was 88, which had Christoph for Great Britain, who came off the boards. Wright has it over on the left side. Right in front of the goal, it comes right to Slipchenko, who will cover it up. We'll get a face-off right there. 2:31 left to go, first period. Third time lucky was Chrissy Morrison, number 99. Made that play for Great Britain a moment ago. You just saw it there in our replay. In behind the goal, Cale Celine. That pass picked off at the blue line by Great Britain. Stolen, shot, blocker save made by Slipchenko. Good chance for Zach Brown. He's got one already. Here's Chrissy Morrison. Slick with the ball right out in front. Somehow missing was Scott Ellard as he was set up beautifully. Slipchenko covered it up as it came off the inboards. Morrison draws a lot of attention when he's got the ball. Everybody paid attention to him and left Ellard alone in front. By the way, a pretty good shot from a great scoring position. Again, stopped at center by Great Britain. They gained his own. Perubsky, good pass. Shot goes wide of the goal. Slipchenko back in behind the goal to play it. Over on the boards, Nelson has got it. Kept in by Great Britain. Caleb Mort to the side of the goal. Taken away by the Cayman Islands. In behind the goal. Christoph over here on the near side Too cold, couldn't get it out. It was right back in. Knocked down there by Johnson. Hayden Johnson, 24, elects not to shoot it. They'll bring it in over the blue line. It's onside. Pass was fanned on. And the Cayman Islands come away. Under a minute to go in the opening period. Trying to split the defense was Mike McDonald. No luck there. Joe Cook for Great Britain. Over on the far side for Wilson. Wilson tried to lift it up and get it out, but it's kept in by the Cayman Islands. In behind the goal. Cook is there first. He'll try it here on the near side. No luck there either, as Yaxley will send it back in. 10 seconds to go. In the slot, shot, another save by Marchetti. Armstrong making a bid for his second goal of the game. Comes in front, cleared away. That'll do it. 1-1 tie after 15 minutes of play. Great Britain and the Cayman Islands. Ryan Marchetti very busy in goal for Great Britain. Very good once again. Robert Slipchenko. Not much to do in the first 8-9 minutes of this game, but got a little busier for him in the latter stages as Great Britain came on. Take a break. We'll be back with the second period of this game in just under 10 minutes from now. You're watching the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships from very warm, sunny Pardubice, the Czech Republic.
Hlavními mediálními partnery mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou Česká televize a Český rozhlas Radiožurnál. Partnery mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou AAA Auto, Štojby, Léčebné lázně Bohdaneč, Ketodie, Vodovody a kanalizace Pardubice, Explosia, Charlotte TNT Trade, Alupov, Energie AG Bohemia, Markmet, Calypso, ČPP Service, Správa a údržba silnic Pardubického kraje, Namaflex, Somia, EM Stav, Astex a Aspr, Elektroservice Odr, Firet Pardubice, Tekan, Mados MT, SAN Lipovičky, Bauxet.cz a Top Centrum. Dodavatele mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou Rozvojový fond Pardubice, AB Edera, Connectel, Flamy, Odrážovka, Bitfood, České dráhy, Rosengard, Patapuf, Red Tide, Bonte Catering, Chargebox, Holfloor, Tiburon, Kohinor, Berserk, Finlandia a Frenzel. Regionálními partnery mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou Aquacentrum Pardubice, Atrium Palace Pardubice, Deep Vision, destinační společnost Východní Čechy, Kulturní centrum Pardubice, Dopravní podnik Pardubice, McDonald's, Dostihový spolek Pardubice, HC Dynamo Pardubice, Letiště Pardubice, Golf Resort Lutická hora a regionální rozvojová agentura Pardubického kraje.
Den Pardubického kraje už klepe na dveře. V pátek 9. června od 10 do 21 hodin se můžete na Pernštejnském a Kolínského náměstí v Pardubicích těšit na bohatý program. Prohlídky úřadu, dobročinný jarmark, ukázka práce záchranných složek, regionální potraviny a řemeslníci. A ve 20 hodin na Pernštejnském náměstí koncert Heleny Vondráčkové. Den Pardubického kraje v pátek 9. června. www.pardubickýkraj.cz
And welcome back to the second period of this game between Cayman Islands and Great Britain here in Pardubice, in the Czech Republic. 1-1 tie between these two teams. Shots on goal showing as 11-10 favoring Great Britain in that first period. Despite that, I think it's fair to say that the Cayman Islands controlled the play through certainly the first 9 minutes of that period. Great Britain did come on in the latter stages. They did get that goal to tie it up from Zach Brown. Eric Armstrong had opened the scoring for the Cayman Islands early in the first period. Once again, Brian Marchetti keeping Great Britain in it. Weathered the storm, very similar to yesterday's game, in which the Cayman Island or the Great Britain team were under fire through most of the first period and held on. Only down by one, got a late goal, tied it up, went on to win. Let's see if they can continue that script here this morning. Right from the opening face-off here in the second period. Ball goes out of play. Chipped in by Great Britain, diving out to Slipchenko. The ball got away from him, but smartly brings it back in with his stick and covers it up. Scott Wright trying to get to it. Slipchenko comes out, misses it the first time, but there's the awareness to play it back in. Great Britain, Cayman Islands win the face-off. In behind the goal, they get it out in front. Gonna be a holding penalty. Referee from the Czech Republic has indicated a holding penalty to Great Britain. And for the second time in this game, Carol Graham has to do the walk of shame and go to the penalty box. Only 2 penalties in this game, both Carol Graham. Great Britain win the face-off and clear it down the floor. Armstrong up ahead. Bermuda, they'll gain the zone, split the defense, but a great defensive play. Ball stays in. Cayman Islands with another chance, swinging at it again. There's Zach Wilson, who made that play for Great Britain a moment ago, diving to knock the ball away. Cayman Islands maintain possession. Yermanian over on the other side, off the stick of Pashier. Pashier back to the point, but the pass was in the feet of his teammate. Couldn't get the one-timer. Cayman Islands do maintain possession. Over on the far side now, they'll come back to the blue line. Armstrong with the shot. Scramble in front. Brown, ball bounced on him, didn't get it out. Yermanian. Big slap shot off his stick. Comes out the other side. Armstrong back down along the boards. He'll come back to Armstrong. His one-timer over the top of the goal. Yermanian here on the right side. Down into the corner. Babin down to Yermanian. Back to Babin. Penalties now over. Graham's back out onto the floor, hustling to get into the play. Shot comes in from Babin, and Marchetti, the left hand, will hold that. So Great Britain chill off the penalty again to Carol Graham. Here's that last opportunity. Babin, shot. Marchetti Good shot by Babin. That was labeled for that top corner. See Marchetti toweling off. It is very warm, humid in Pardubice today, and you can feel it here inside Tip Sport Arena. Stolen away at the blue line. Adam Haig tried to feed it in front. He's got it again. Second attempt, same result. Went off a foot, came back out. Tipped back in. Touched by somebody at the... they're going to... touched by somebody at the UK bench. You see the UK player saying it went off the Cayman Islands player before it went up into the UK bench. So the argument is over where the face-off should be. It's outside and Cayman Islands win it. So I was saying, very warm, humid Pardubice today, and you can feel it inside the arena. It's going to be a tough one for the players. Expecting a fair bit of rain later on this evening, and you can feel it in the air. As I say, the humidity is up quite a bit. So the players will need to, excuse me, drink a lot of water. Goaltenders are going to make a lot of use of the towel. Taken away by the Cayman Islands. They'll try and chip it in, working against Jacob Gaunt. Did a good job to get it out. Shot back in by the Caymans. That hit Gaunt. It's offside. At the Great Britain blue line. Jamie Nelson for the Cayman Islands. Down low, Cayman Islands have it, trying to work it off the boards. It was Windsor had it taken away. Now comes Chris Slack for Great Britain. Over on the right side for Cole. Cole has it along the boards. That shot, save made by Slipchenko. Cole found an opening. Got away a good shot, they'll keep it in. Cole sends it down in deep. Yaxley will pick it up for the Cayman Islands. Watching him, Chris Slack. Yaxley will come out, up at the blue line. Down a little further. Graham got it out. Too high as Miroslav Ademic tried to get it out. There's that shot from Cole. Ademic had plans of chipping it off the boards and chasing it himself, but got it up too high and went out of play. Right down the floor, Slipchenko likes to come out and play the ball. Gave it away. Scott Wright out in front. Taken away by the Cayman Islands. A move at the blue line. Here they come. That shot off a stick, comes out the other side. Kept in by the Cayman Islands. Shot again doesn't get through. That was Armstrong who made that run down the left side a moment ago. He's got the Cayman Islands goal. Couldn't get the shot on goal. Closing his hand on the ball. Cayman Islands player, Mike Bowden. Face-off will be right there. Armstrong goes to the Cayman Islands bench. Actually, it's 91, not 19. Cashier bangs his stick in frustration. Had a couple of chances on that shift. Couldn't make good. Scott Elliott for the Cayman Islands knocked off his stick. Wilson has it. Morrison. Fed in front. Trying to get to it is Wilson. Taken away by the Cayman Islands. Morrison got a stick in there. Kept in by Great Britain, but taken by Daniel Allard. Up ahead. Plomondan looked up, overran the ball. Thought about passing it, but as he looked up, lost the handle on it. Cleared in by Hayden Johnson, offside at the Cayman Islands blue line. Mentioned we've got 6 games today. I'll highlight a couple of them for you. 4:30 this afternoon, women's competition, USA and the Czech Republic. Czech Republic winning a tough one yesterday, 2-1 in a shootout against their neighbor Slovakia. Porubsky for Great Britain takes it around behind the goal. Vladimir Porubsky. On him is Grant Marley. Porubsky still with it. Fed it to the side of the goal. Slipchenko will cover it up there. We'll get a face-off. So that's one to mark down. 4:30 this evening. That's local time here in the Czech Republic. USA, Czech Republic, women's ball hockey. USA beat Slovakia 3-1. Czech Republic beat Slovakia 2-1 in a shootout. So that should be a good game. USA lost 2-1 to Canada yesterday. So that women's competition beginning to tighten up. It's 4 teams at the top. Czech Republic, Slovakia, Canada, USA, all looking very good. Czech Republic, the only undefeated team, said they were taken to a shootout yesterday. Came through the crease out the near side. We'll get to the other game. You might want to mark on your calendar in just a moment. Ball goes up into the Cayman Islands bench. Let's do it right now. The final game of the evening. This is one you want to watch. In the men's competition, Canada and Slovakia. Slovakia, 2-time defending world champions. Taking on Canada. Canada taken to the limit against Greece in their opening game. Went to a shootout, but they are looking better and better as this tournament goes on. Slovakia at the top of that group with 9 points, perfect 3-0 record. Canada 2 wins and 1 overtime win, so they're just 1 point behind Slovakia. So that game tonight will be for first place in Group A1. That shot goes in wide of the goal, cleared away by Graham to the boards. Kept in by Windsor. Windsor in around behind the goal. Windsor back here at the right point. Comes right back to Windsor. Into the corner he'll go. Around behind the goal. Trying to find a teammate somewhere to feed it to. Nelson was there, but just able to get one hand on the stick. Just poked the ball towards the goal. Nothing on it at all. Comes here into the corner. Up along the boards. Kept in again by the Cayman Islands. Finally stolen away and flipped out and out of the zone. Back they come again. Shot. What a save by Marchetti once again. Robs Dennis Pashiers. He was set up here on the right side, and Marchetti got the left hand out. Cayman Islands again in front. Marchetti with another big save. This time off Mark Babin. 2 big saves for Marchetti. Here's the first one. The pass comes across. Here's Pashier diving. Tipped it. That was headed for that top corner. Marchetti got the left hand out there. Here's the tip. There's the save. And just after that, Cayman Islands bring it up from behind the goal. Mark Babin had a great chance. Marchetti made the save again. Cleared down the floor. Slipchenko almost gave it away. Now Plomondan has it. Pashier gets to it first for the Cayman Islands. Out in front it again. There's Marchetti stopping Babin. Great Britain counter-attacking. Scott Wright in behind the goal. Slipchenko comes out off the boards. Ellard able to hold it in for Great Britain. Shot off a leg into the corner. Ellard working along the boards. Threw it out in front. It bounces around and finally cleared. Back at the point, kept in by Great Britain. Ellard with a shot. Comes out the other side. Dumped in by the Cayman Islands. They'll change. Johnson, long pass up ahead for Wilson. He'll backhand it in, and now Great Britain will complete their line change. Right up at the blue line, taken by Elliott. Cutting in towards goal, shot missed on the short side. Moved by Elliott as he took that pass up at the blue line. Armstrong. Yermanian. Knocked off his stick. Up at the blue line, Great Britain has it. Brown across for Morrison. Morrison working against Bowden. Morrison all the way back here at center. Shot from Cook. Ellard has it knocked off his stick. Yermanian down into the corner. Finds Fisher. Brad Fisher out in front. Tip was missed. Cayman Islands keep it in. Shot off a leg, trickles down to Marchetti. Paul Strength had a chance, but shot partially deflected before it got to the goalkeeper. You see Pashier again out to Babin, and again Marchetti, not just a couple of minutes ago. Marchetti again holding his team in. Perubsky taken away by Cale Celine. Cayman Islands gain the blue line, throw it in around behind the goal. Out in front, it was blocked. There's a high stick. Adam Haig immediately goes over and apologizes. Ball was bouncing, he got the stick up into the face of the Cayman Islands player. Accidental, but you've got to be in better control of the stick. He's reaching for the ball, and in came Daniel Allard. He got the stick right in the face. 2-minute penalty to Haig. Just under 4 minutes to go in the second period. Third power play for the Cayman Islands. Ball goes into the corner. Cayman Islands come up with it to Chris Yermanian. Yermanian to the front of the goal. It's chipped into the corner. Pashier has it there. Babin back to Pashier. Yermanian's out in front. We'll come back to Babin. Pashier off the boards. Getting to it first with Great Britain. Can't get it out. Kept in by the Cayman Islands. At the right point, Elliott. Elliott spins away, gets it down low. Yermanian. Back down to Elliott. Elliott has it behind the goal. Yermanian from a sharp angle. Went off the leg to the corner and down the floor. Great Britain sends it. Slipchenko all the way over to the boards to play it for the Cayman Islands. He likes to make the long pass up at center. Off the boards. Back there first is Tulip for Great Britain, and out and down the floor to go once again. 40 seconds to go in the power play against Slipchenko. This time gave it away to Cole. He tried to clear it in, had his stick lifted. The Cayman Islands will dump it in and chase. Plomondon. Plomondon. Come here on the near side to Pashier. Dennis Pashier centering it. Shot from Yaxley off the stick, up and out of play in behind Marchetti. Faceoff will be in Great Britain's end of the floor. I said the towel will get a workout. Marchetti's getting a pretty good workout as well. as it was in the first period, most of the play in the Great Britain end of the floor. But only a 1-1 game, thanks to the man we just talked about a second ago, Brian Marchetti. Fisher behind the goal. Battling with Joe Cook. Comes loose. Plomondon has it. Penalty's over. We're back to even strength again. Yaxley a shot again. That's off a British defender. Down to a minute 45 to go, second period. 1-1 tie. Scott Ellard there for the Cayman Islands. Nelson will face off against Hurst for Great Britain. Nelson wins it, pushes it into the corner. He's got the ball. Back in behind the goal. And to work off the boards is Windsor. Taken by Nelson. Nelson trying to get it out in front. Shot hit the side of the goal. Back at the blue line, held in nicely by Cale Celine. He'll keep it in. Nelson will chase it down in the corner. Nelson to the side of the goal once again. Shot off a stick, didn't get through, cleared to the boards, up and out of play, and a little frustration from Miroslav Ademic. Had the same thing happen to him about halfway through this period over on that same side where he tried to play it off the boards and it went out. Just happened again, and a little frustration from him. Celine playing it in, and the diving play made by Wright. Talked about how this game won't have any impact on the standings, but you can see they're still playing hard. You see Scott Wright diving like that out at center to try and knock it away from Celine. Great Britain play it in front, right out in front. Shot from Brown. 30 seconds to go in the period. Great Britain, very few scoring chances in this period. Almost had one there to tie it up late, or to go ahead rather late after all that time spent in their own end. We've seen that from them a few times. They'll spend a lot of time defending, and suddenly they'll get one breakout, one chance, and make good on it. Be very frustrating for the other team. That'll do it. Well, we've got 1 second. They're going to run it off. All right, 2 periods done. 30 minutes of play completed here at Tipsport Arena in Pardubice. 1-1 tie, Great Britain and the Cayman Islands. We'll see what happens in the third period in just under 10 minutes from now. We invite you to come back and join us. These are the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships from the Czech Republic.
Komenského náměstí v Pardubicích těšit na bohatý program. Prohlídky úřadu, dobročinný jarmark, ukázka práce záchranných složek, regionální potraviny a řemeslníci. A ve 20 hodin na Pernštejnském náměstí koncert Heleny Vondráčkové. Den Pardubického kraje v pátek 9. června. www.pardubickýkraj.cz.
Third period just underway here in Tipsport. 19 seconds in. There's a little delay getting back to a couple of little technical issues here at Tipsport. Still 1-1 tie, Great Britain, Cayman Islands. Third period just getting started. First of 6 games we had for you on our schedule today. Ball off a stick, up and out of play. Cayman Islands out shooting Great Britain 21-15 after 2 periods. They have had by far the better scoring chances. Here they come again. Marchetti kept that one out. Then it was put wide on the rebound. So a couple of more good chances for the Cayman Islands here early in the third. Finally Great Britain get it. A little trouble handling it at center. Dump down the floor, and that'll be a flooring call against Great Britain. They just needed to get it out and regroup. 45 seconds gone. Our next game, by the way, 11:30 local time, Switzerland, the USA, men's game. That should be a pretty good one as well. I mentioned earlier, we've got USA Czech Republic women's game, 4:30 this afternoon. That one you're going to want to watch. Cayman Islands score right from the face-off. Finally, they break through and get a second ball past Marchetti. He's been tough to beat. Quick snapshot, again, right from the face-off. I think that was Yermanian. It happened so quickly. They'll make the announcement, we'll let you know.
Gól týmu Kajmanských ostrovů střelil hráč z čísla 55, Chris Jeremian, bez asistence. Stav utkání 2-1.
Chris Yermanian it is, number 55, gets the second goal for the Cayman Islands. Now they lead it 2-1 early in the third period. Right out in front, shot blocked. And feeling that is Reese Bull, who blocked that shot for Great Britain. He's going to hobble off to the bench. Plomondon tripped up at center. Referee says no penalty. Selin to McDonald. McDonald has it taken away by Gaunt. Out at center, Great Britain. Ademic to the blue line. Ball bounced on Scott Wright as he wound up for the big slap shot. Collision down below. Comes back to Wright. Wright fed it across in front, taken away by Yaxley. Through the middle, pass went between the feet of Strenk. Whistle has gone. Hand pass. Face off right at center. It'll be Jamie Nelson to face off against Scott Ellard. Morrison. Shot. Save made by Slipchenko. Chance there for Zach Brown. He's got Great Britain's only goal in this game. Set up perfectly in the high slot, right where he scored the first one from. Slipchenko made the save this time. Tulip fell in the corner. Two players working hard in there. Ball comes to the side of the goal. Marchetti will cover it up. Get a face-off, 2:49 left to go. I was mentioning 4:30 this afternoon. Women's competition, Czech Republic, USA. You're going to want to see that one. And then our last game this evening tonight will be certainly a highlight game. Canada and the Czech Republic. As I mentioned, Czech Republic won the last two World Championships in Bratislava and then in Zug. Canada coming on in this tournament. Bit of a slow start. Defeated Greece in a shootout in the opening game, but then defeated Finland 7-1 and then took it to India 8-0. And that game will be for first place in Group A1 in men's play. Shot goes in wide of the goal from Mark Babin. Brown. He's going to head off. Out in front. Tip, they score! Kayla Mort. Great Britain does it again. Give up a lot of chances, come back and hop one home. Pass from Ellard, Mort right on the doorstep. Managed to get his stick on it. There were a couple of Cayman Island defenders in there, but it was Mort who got to the ball. And the Brits in the stands are celebrating. Some members of Great Britain's women's team who won their first ever game in World Championship competition yesterday. They defeated Italy 1-0.
Great Britain scored by number 12, Scott Ellard, no assist. Match score 2-2.
They're saying that Mort did not get his stick on the ball at all, and they're giving the goal to Ellard, who made the pass across the crease, saying it went off one of the Cayman Island defenders. On first look, I thought Mort had gotten his stick on it. The goal officially to Scott Ellard. This will be a flooring call against Great Britain. Vlad Porubsky watches it go down. Cayman Islands changing up. 4:19 gone. Here in the third period, Great Britain has tied it up. Adam Haig to face off with Great Britain. Face off won by the Caymans, but taken by Porubsky. Vlad Porubsky will play it over to the other side, and Great Britain will not get it out. Played back in by the Cayman Islands. Porubsky in the corner. They head to Cole. Cole in on the left side. Cole around behind the goal. Actually, it's Kayla Mort, 78. Thought it was 74 at first. Porubsky shot off a stick, out of play. Face-off will be to the left of Robert Slipchenko, in goal for the Cayman Islands. Great Britain win the face-off. Tulip cross. In behind the goal is a pile-up back there. Coming away with it was Selin. Kept in by Great Britain. This is Cole. He had it stripped away. Cayman Islands bring it up. Allard able to get in. Allard with the shot. Huge save by Marchetti, but they score on the rebound. Jason Windsor following up on it, I believe, got his stick on it. There's also a Great Britain defender there. But what a move by Daniel Allard at the blue line to get in behind the Great Britain defense. There you see the ball being stolen away from Cole, and Allard straight up the middle, goes outside, then cuts inside of Johnny Tulip. Gets the shot. Big save by Marchetti, but there is Windsor to put it home on the doorstep, and the Cayman Islands have restored their one-goal lead. Terrific move to the inside. Great save by Marchetti as he stacked the pads, but absolutely nothing he could do about the second one. And on a personal note, they seem to have turned on the air conditioning here in the broadcast area. It's a little cooler than it was half an hour ago. Thank you.
Čas 35-25. Gól týmu Kajmanských ostrovů střelil hráč s číslem 18 Paul Strength, asistoval hráč s číslem 9 Daniel Allard. Stav utkání.
They were saying it was Strength 18, not 10. Getting the goal for Cayman Islands.
18 Paul Strength, assisted by number 9 Daniel Allard. Match score 3-2.
Either way, 3-2 Cayman Islands. Ademic down into the corner. Pashier got there first. Poke free, comes out in front, bouncing and unable to get a stick on it was Hurst in front of Slipchenko. Stopped at center. Taken away by Pashier. Johnson to the blue line and over. Chipped in. Slipchenko comes out to play it. That hit the British player, Morrison. Now has it. Back to Ellard. Shot wide of the goal. Back at the blue line. Johnson shot to the side of the goal. Morrison got it out in front. Wright had a chance. Ball didn't get through. Another shot from outside. Stopped there by Marley. Again, they can't get it out. Great Britain with great pressure here. Now the Cayman Islands break out. Player coming off the bench to turn the 3-on-1 to a 3-on-2. Armenian shot to the side of the goal. Cayman Islands player closed his hand on the ball. Face-off will come outside the blue line. Great chance for Great Britain here as Slipchenko came out to play the ball, turned it over. That set up this scramble in front. You see Wright is there and just can't get a stick on the ball. The Armenian shot grabbed there on the side by Scott Elliott. He gets called for closing his hand on the ball, and that's why we've got the face-off where it just was. Ball high up in the air and bounces just wide of the goal. Marchetti did not know where that was. Morrison over to the left side for Joe Cook. In around behind the goal, Ellard. Ball comes free here in the corner. Cross floor pass, not handled cleanly, and Cook has it for Great Britain. Ellard couldn't knock it down. Back to pick it up, Mike Bowden for Cayman Islands. Pass up ahead for Fisher. Fisher down the right side, working it along the boards. Fisher down into the corner. Try to get it out in front. It's kicked towards the front of the goal, still loose. Kept in momentarily, but Morrison now has it. Morrison off the boards to Brown. Zach Brown shot off a leg. Slipchenko comes out to play it again. Nelson gains the blue line, then turned it over. Kept in at center. Keating for the Cayman Islands. Haven't seen much of him, if any, in this game. He's out there now. Porubsky to the blue line and over. Haig tried to feed it in front. Ball comes right down to Slipchenko. He'll hold on to it. We'll get a face-off. Don't tell the players this game doesn't mean anything. They are giving it their all out there. Perubsky. Turning. Vlad Perubsky. Off a stick, out at center, Cayman Islands, our way. Over on the right side is Kyle Floyd towards goal. Marchetti will hold on to it. We got another face-off, 9:19 gone, third period. Cayman Islands put up 1-0. Great Britain tied it up 1-1. Cayman Islands went ahead 2-1. Great Britain tied it up 2-2. Now the Cayman Islands have gone ahead 3-2. Would have been a flooring call against Great Britain. Slipchenko wanted to keep the play going, came out and played it. And that errant pass goes all the way down the floor, so it'll turn into a flooring call against the Cayman Islands. 5:15 left to go in the third period. Slim 1-goal lead for the Cayman Islands. Up next, men's game. Switzerland, USA, 11:30 local time here in Pardubice. Chris Slack around behind the goal looking for Cole. Cole's got it out in front, backhand. The net has come off and Cole frustrated. Comes in around and the net came off as Slipchenko came over to his left to try and cover that post. The left foot hit the post and moved it about 3 inches. Referee blew the whistle. Yermanian. Chris Yermanian. Now he'll get it to settle for him. Off the boards, nowhere to go. Picked off by Great Britain. Cleared back in. Allard at center. Yermanian got a stick on it and dumped it in. Got a penalty coming up to Great Britain. Allard had a stick held that comes in front. Marchetti with another big save. Again, the net had come off though. All right, let's take that back. Not a penalty. Thought the referee's arm had gone up in the air. So we'll continue at full strength, 5 aside. Cayman Islands have it down in the corner. Fisher. Strength. Strength gets free behind the goal, out in front. Crease violation against the Cayman Islands. Face-off will come outside the blue line. Getting late now in this game. 3:54 remaining. See the Cayman Island player just in the blue paint. Tulip over to Brown. Brown will clear it in. On it first, Morrison. In the slot, Brown with a shot. Blocked. Comes right back to Morrison. Out to Tulip. Long shot from Graham. deflected out of play. Sorry, it was wide and then cleared down the flooring. I lost sight of the ball as well. It moves rather quickly. Graham backhands it into the corner and it goes over the glass and out of play. Face off outside the blue line. 3:29 left to go. Floyd cleared in for Great Britain, or sorry, for Cayman Islands. Throw it out of front, comes right to the crease, and it sneaks in behind Marchetti. He'd like to have a shot at that again. Harmless looking play. It looked like the ball was just going to come to the side of the goal. And you see Marchetti there, not happy, as he gave up some room there at that left post. You see his foot come away from the post, and that's where the ball went. Little insurance goal for the Cayman Islands. They now lead it 4-2. Number 13, Kyle Floyd, was the one who was able to get it past Marchetti to give the Cayman Islands their 2-goal cushion. Pashier picks up an assist on the Floyd goal. Flooring called against Great Britain. Under 3 to go. Face off to the left of Marchetti. It'll be Yermanian against Haig. Yermanian wins it. Cayman Islands control it. Elliott lost it. Plomondon back at the point. Shot didn't get through. Perubsky played it to the left side. Mort had to hold up at the blue line, so he wasn't able to catch up to it, but Perubsky goes in and gets it. Back towards the blue line, picked off by the Cayman Islands, and out. Elliott had half a step. Penalty coming up to Great Britain. Tripping. That might be just enough to put the icing on the cake for the Cayman Islands. There's the trip. As Reese Bull got a stick out in front of Elliott. There it comes. Right there, across the knees. Down goes Elliott. And Bull goes to the penalty box.
Čas 42:54 z týmu Velké Británie vyloučen hráč s číslem 94 Reese Bull na 2 minuty za podražení.
Closing the hand on the ball will bring about a face-off outside the blue line. Jacob Gaunt, Miroslav Ademic. They've hung in there with that fourth goal. And then the penalty probably done them in this morning. And this is a B4 or B3 game. 4 teams from the B pool playing off to see which 2 would advance to play against the A pool and a chance to advance to the medal round. Those 2 teams will be Haiti and France. Cayman Islands, Great Britain will now drop down to the B5 pool along with Armenia, Hong Kong, Bermuda, and Lebanon. They get a chance then to play gold, silver, and bronze in the B pool. Haiti and France will move up to play the two fifth-place teams in the two A groups in quarterfinals as they come out of the B pool. They've still got one more game each to play in this B3 before they move up, but by virtue of their two victories earlier, they will move up and play the fifth place A teams. Interesting format here at the ISBHF World Championships. It was a timeout called. Gave us a chance to go through the standings. Fifth place teams in A yet to be fully determined. Right now, Finland for A1 sits in fifth place, and in A2, Portugal and Italy both tied, neither one with a win yet in this tournament. But still a few games to be played in the A pool. Find out who that fifth place team will be to play against Haiti and France. Under a minute to go. Great Britain has their net empty, but they do have a player in the penalty box as well. Down and behind the goal, Cole has it there. Taken by the Cayman Islands. Graham trying to hold it in. Great Britain come up with it. The shot off the stick, up and out of play. Just 24 seconds left to go in the game. Face-off will be Cayman Islands end of the floor. Cayman Islands win the face-off off the boards, down the floor. It'll go wide of the goal, and we're going to have to do another face-off. 17 seconds left to go in the game.
Tým Velké Británie hraje v plném počtu. Tým Great Britain is playing at full strength.
And the buzzer goes to end this one. Cayman Islands win it 4-2. So that will complete the round robin for these two teams in Group B3. Haiti and France yet to play each other, and that will just go towards determining who gets to play A1 or A2, fifth place team. But both Haiti and France will advance, move up to the A pool. Cayman Islands, Great Britain will stay with the B pool, as they say, along with Armenia, Hong Kong, Bermuda, and Lebanon. Those teams will play for gold, silver, and bronze in the B. And that group will be put together, and they'll start play tomorrow as we advance into the final playoff rounds tomorrow. Today is the last day of scheduled games in the A group, where we know which team is playing which. We'll have to wait until the end of the day to see who's playing who tomorrow. We've got another game coming up for you at 11:30, which is just under an hour from now. The United States and Switzerland in men's competition. We invite you to join us then. For now, you're watching the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships from the Tipsport Arena in Pardubice, Czech Republic.
Great Britain is player number 41, Zach Brown. Z týmu Kajmanských ostrovů, best player from team Cayman Islands is player number 9, Daniel Allard. Dámy a pánové, a nyní si poslechneme jednou vítězného týmu Kajmanských ostrovů. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise up for the national anthem of the winning team, Cayman Islands. Dámy a pánové, děkujeme vám za návštěvu a těšíme se na vás při dalších turnaje. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your support. We are looking forward to